Hi everyone, welcome to our new video series where we will share real-life stories of home buyers and homeowners on their property journey and how we help them make an informed property decisions. Throughout this whole series, we will analyze real-life cases, crunch numbers, and share practical strategy using our powerful tools like Investment Suite, Business Suite, Project Suites, and Concept Calculator. So whether you are upgrading, investing, or planning ahead, we will show you how to make the right move. So today we're going to share a story of one of my clients, Mohammed and Sarah. Both of them are in their 30s and with a combined salary of about $8,000. Okay, so since they got married, they actually dreamt of owning a condominiums. So at this moment, their goal is to achieve a 1.3 million worth of condominiums. So we're going to come down to the table and make a calculations to see how long will it take for them to achieve this. Okay, so a little bit numbers on Mohammed and Sarah. So Mohammed today is about 36 years old. He's actually an engineer and he earns about $4,800 per month. And Sarah is in the administration, so her salary was $3,200 a month. Okay, so total household income, both of them combined was $8,000, which is quite a tidy income for young couples like in their 30s. So currently, CPF contributions per month into their ordinary account combined is $1,840 a month. So generally is a good amount, and their balances at this moment combined is $387,000 in their OA now. Okay, talking about cash, they actually has very low cash savings. So at this moment, we are going to take it at zero cash at this moment, just for the sake of these calculations. Okay, so let's start doing this number. To purchase a 1.3 million condo, okay, here's what they need. Minimum fund required is definitely at 25% of 1.3 million, okay, of which 5% must be cash. So if you come down to the table, the number of 5% of the cash value of 1.3 is $65,000, which actually at this moment they don't have. 20% of the CPF ordinary accounts to make up for the rest of the 25% is $260,000. So, and then they have to pay a buyer stamp duty of $35,600, and the legal fees with miscellaneous fees about $3,000. So all these numbers come together. With the 25%, they will need $363,600. So basically, their current CPF saving is about $387,000. It seems sufficient actually from the look of it. But don't forget, every properties they need to purchase, they need to at least come up with a 5% cash. So as we recall just now, we are saying that they are almost zero cash. So it actually is almost impossible for them to buy any property now. But if they keep to zero cash, even in the future, they will not have any chance at all. So generally, it's not possible because based on this number, they cannot afford a 1.3 million, okay? And if you look at HDB, yes, they probably can afford an 800 over thousands HDB flat, which actually easily you can buy a 4-room or a 5-room in a good area, all right? But come back again, if they don't have any cash, that will be also very tough because even you get a loan from the bank or HDB, you still need some outward cash. And plus nowadays, the HDB, you need a cash over value, which is COV. So without cash, they can't move. So this is what we actually advise them to start saving. So at least save about 10% of your income every month. So you start giving yourself more cash or future savings. So for Mohammed, he has to save about $480 a month, and for Sarah, it's $320 a month. So, and then we're going to add in their current OA, which is about $387,000. We're going to key in this table. Plus, in the real life situations, okay, the salaries will increase annually, and at this market rate is about 4% per annum. So we're going to adjust that, all right? So when you look at this number and it appears on here, In 7 years later, at the age of 43 for Muhammad and 38 for Sarah, they are able to achieve their dream condo of 1.3 million. Okay? But in the situations like currently, if you can buy a 1.3 million now, what can you get it? At this moment, 1.3 million can get you a two-bedder if you are looking at resale market. And if you're looking at new launch, you can only get you a one-bedder. So Muhammad and Sarah families are growing. So I will see that in the future, in 7 years' time, their family will grow bigger. So one-bedder definitely a no-go, which also I have a doubt in 7 years later, what can you get for 1.3 million? That is why property investment is the best vehicle to hedge against inflations, because properties prices increase much faster than your salary increment, than how much you can save up. Okay, so in these instances, probably it's not practical to ask Sarah and Muhammad to wait 7 years, right? Because by the time they achieve, they can purchase 1.3, they probably find nothing to buy. So what's next for them? We can go back actually looking at if they cannot afford a private property, how about looking back into the HDB market? So now looking back at the table, in fact, it's lucky for them, they can actually afford to purchase 813,000 units for HDB flat. So with this amount, they actually can look at a 4-room flat in a good area or a 5-room flat in an outer skirt area currently. But also another hindrance is they have zero cash. So in the current situation now, you need at least 5% plus a COV on top in cash to purchase even a resale property. So they have to find ways to get that cash, okay, from by hook or by crooks, okay, if they want to purchase now and start off now. The advantage of starting now is at least they have a unit to hedge against the inflations. So in 7 years' time, when the salary has increased, their CPF saving also has boost up, and their property prices could have actually also the value has also increased. So at that moment of time, maybe they will able to achieve their dreams earlier or even get a bigger or better locations. Okay, but luckily, Muhammad and Sarah has started their property journey much earlier, which was 5 years ago. They bought a 4-room flat in Tampines. So currently, I've checked the valuations or the latest transactions around Tampines area. They can actually achieve 620,000 for their flat. So now let's go back to the table and recalculate this. If they sell their property now, which is 620,000, after deducting the outstanding loan, basically 231,000, they will still have a cash proceed of 137,000, which is what will add into their cash savings. Okay, now let's go back to see the numbers. Okay, when I add in is 137,538. Wow! In fact, they can actually buy a 1.3 million condo now. That's amazing, right? And this is not really lucky, basically. It's just like Muhammad and Sarah know, and they started their property journey 5 years earlier. And they have this HDB resale to actually hedge on while waiting for their CPF to increase also. So generally today, at 1.3 million, they can buy a 2-bedder in the resale market. And as their family grows, in 3 years' time, they can actually upgrade again after they fulfill the minimum period without paying the seller stamp duty. So the story goes back again. 3 years later, while their property values increases, their CPF balances increases, and while their salary also increase annually, they are in much better positions 3 years later to upgrade to a bigger or a better locations. Okay, for you out there, if your story is not like Muhammad and Sarah, and you want a personalized analysis of your property journey, Feel free to contact us for free consultations. We will map out the best strategy for you.